Welcome back to Have Another with Espo. I am back in the country. What's going on? I'm having a great time. Glad you're all back too. I miss doing some shooting. Um, yeah, Orlando was great, but I'm back in Canada. It's good times. And just in time for the Kentucky Derby. In honor of that, we are going to make the official drink of the Kentucky Derby a mint julep. I love mint. I love whiskey. What can go wrong? This all sounds fantastic. In the meantime, we're also going to be trying out the official whiskey of a mint julep, not the official whiskey of a mint julep at the Kentucky Derby. That's Woodford Reserve. It's not Blanton's. I'm not doing that. Don't worry. Stop panicking. It's just here because there's a horsey. It's pretty horsey. Look, cool bottle. It's there for show right now. We are talking about Old Forester, regular Old Forester. I haven't touched this bottle. It is completely unopened, so we're going to do a little whiskey tasting too while we're at it. And then we'll skip into a mint julep and see how that goes. So while we're here, crack this open. Grab a Glencairn. Give it a semi-generous pour because I know what's coming next. Bottle back on. So Old Forester is 86 proof. It is established in 1870. I've already got some stuff filled out here in the whiskey book. Looks like we've got somewhere between a tawny and a mahogany. Pretty clear. It's a whiskey. Legs. How are the legs? Leggy. Beating. Does it cling to the surface? It clings. Doesn't really linger. Doesn't stick around too much. Let's see. That's sat around for a bit. We'll swirl it a bit. I think we're supposed to swirl. Do some swirls. And we'll give it some sniff. To the nose. Oh, that's sweet. That's very sweet. That's a lot of corn. Vanilla. Like vanilla oak. Oak and vanilla at the same time. That kind of comes through at the same time. Honey. I always get honey. I don't know. I should just put honey on all of the pages. Like a peanutty kind of. Like peanut shells. Does that make sense? I don't know. Still really sweet. Like caramel, burnt sugar, that sort of thing. Butterscotch, maybe. Delicious. Smells fantastic. I'm very excited for it. Well, nose had his chance. Oh, wait. I learned a thing. We're supposed to do each nostril and see what happens. A lot of ethanol on that one. It's sweeter on that. That's neat. Ah, cool. Learning things. What's up? I'm reading a book about it. Exciting. Let's try tasting. That's delicious. That goes so well. Again, a lot of honey. A little bit of spice. A little bit of smoke on the back end, I think. Like almost a scotchy amount of smoke. Like a light smoke of a scotch would be, it's in that range. That's really tasty. That's exciting. As always, go a little bit in the Glencairn, a little bit in the Murder Glass. See how we're doing. Dump that in. Give it a swirl, see if that opens it up any. Oh, that gets so much sweeter. Getting some fruit, kind of, like some dried fruit. A little bit more fruitiness on the ice, too. That's delicious. That's fantastic. I'm very happy with this purchase. It was a fairly inexpensive bottle. It was only, I think, $37. I might have picked it up on sale, too. I don't remember. Check the old video when we actually picked it up. It retails for about $37 at the LCBO. What else? Yeah. Oh, it claims to be, on the front of the bottle, claims to be the first bourbon bottled in glass bottles. So you weren't just sitting there drinking directly out of the keg. First one to be bottled in glass bottles to preserve the flavor of where it was at. As you can see, in the not hoodie today, a little bit warmer today, despite the rain. Delicious. All right, let's move on to the mint julep. Mint julep, it was it's a julep is a really, really old term. It's thought to be derived from the Spanish Arabic term for rose water. Originally, it was a home remedy or a remedy for the bad tummy, which is a good thing because it's Leafs and Bruins tonight, Game 7. I don't feel good. Got all the nervousness. It's good times. It's kind of house money because we were way the hell down, but we'll see how she goes. Go Leafs. What else? It's supposed to be in a metal cup. I was thinking about just doing it in the murder glass. I don't have an actual julep glass or cup. This is going to have to do. Something in there. Weird. This is going to have to do. It's a mojito glass. I think it's going to be the best thing for it. Let's see how she goes. All right. So we start off with this varies. This varies a lot. So we're going to start off with the simple syrup. I've heard anywhere from a teaspoon to a quarter ounce to half an ounce. I like my drinks a little sweeter, typically, especially when they're mostly just whiskey. So we're going to go just over a quarter ounce. That's going to sound fantastic on mic. Which is still on. Checking for volume. Always good. We need about 10 to 15 mint leaves. So these are some bigger mint leaves. We're going to mess around with those. 1, 2, 3. For monies. 4, 5, 6, 7. Get in there. Try to take off the same sprig. 8, 9, 10. Should be spearmint. Go 12 and 13 for good luck. Right? We're all Norse around here. Next up, we're supposed to muddle, I think. Unless you're not. I've heard both. There's probably yelling about it. I'm not going to yell about it. I'm just going to muddle a little bit. We're just going to press. Push that into the simple. Get that nice and expressed, but not really demolishing it. Little push and twist, push and twist. I've seen some people just take a handful of mint and push that into the glass itself before you put the simple syrup in, and that's enough to express it. But I don't really know. Again, never done this for money. Just doing this for glory. I mean, for the actual drinks themselves. I think that's what I meant. Anyway, that goes down. Then comes crushed ice. You can do shaved ice, you can do cracked ice, crushed ice. I have an ice shaver, but it takes a million years to actually shave any ice, and I feel like that's going to melt down in a hurry. It was a crappy thing I got off Temu. You just end up cranking it forever and ever. I don't have a Lewis bag, so I may do with what I could. Lewis bag being a canvas bag used with a wooden mallet to crush ice for cocktails. Fun facts with Espo. This guy right here. More than just a beard. All right, we're going to fill this about... That makes sense? Yeah. Put the ice in now, I believe. Fill it about 2/3 of the way up. With our crushed ice. You can use pebbled ice too if you have it. Apparently that's the fun way of doing it. I don't have any pebbled ice. But I had a hammer and I had a bag. And now, just that simple in there. Now, anywhere from 2 to 5 ounces of bourbon, depending on which recipe you're reading. I'm going to stick with 3 because I'm not a maniac. 1, 2, and 3. Need a bit more for good luck. Good luck in the spillage. Horses need good luck. I need good luck too. Why not? Put that in. Typically, you'd swirl this around. Dogs are doing things upstairs. That's fun. Or use a swizzle stick. I don't have a swizzle stick. I do have a spoon. Give this a little stir. Get it to express. Let the frost build up on the side of the glass. Apparently, the frost on the side of the glass is a big chucking deal. It does look pretty that way. I assume that's why you're supposed to use a metal glass. Metal, you can't have metal glass. Metal cup, metal chalice, metal vessel. We'll use all the words we can that aren't glass. This cup sounds a little tiny, doesn't it? Fill that the rest of the way up with our crushed ice. Hopefully I've got enough. Very hopefully, because I don't have any more ice in the house. And pile it kind of over the glass so you really see the ice. We are really seeing the ice. This is a messy drink, kids. Do try this at home. Just have a splash pad down. Okay, and now for the most important part of a mint julep. We've already got 10 to 15 leaves in there. I forget how many. I think I put 13. That sounds about right. Wow, nice. But we need more. It is a minty mint julep. We need a full bouquet of mint, is what it said. So we've got a big old bouquet of mint here. Try not to make it fall all over the place. We're going to express this by giving it a little smack. Naughty mint. Get in there. Smash, smash. And we're going to make a little hole for the mint with our spoon. Get in there. Come on. Get it. This is mainly for the aroma. And boy, howdy, we're going to be smelling some mint here. Apparently, you're supposed to let the ice kind of melt a bit and just let the drink kind of amalgamate together for about 5 minutes. We don't have that kind of... we probably do. I don't have anywhere to be, I guess. Do you have anywhere to be? I don't know. Anyway, we've got the bouquet of mint. It's been lightly expressed. Give it a little smack again. And then our straw. We should be using a julep straw. But I don't have that. It's very fancy, and I just don't have any. I don't know why. I have a julep strainer. There's no straining for this drink. This is silly. I don't know why the hell you have a julep strainer when there's no straining for a julep. Absolutely silly. Next up, we put our straw in. Get that down to the bottom. And the idea is you put the straw right in the bouquet of mint, so you're getting a face full of mint every time you take a sip. This is supposed to be a much smaller straw. This is the straw I have. Here we are. I'm going to do my best to get a good old nosy full of mint when I'm taking a sip. And yeah, as for that julep straw, essentially just a straw with a little strainer on the bottom so you don't suck up the big bits of mint when it comes up. Again, I wish I had one. That sounds like a lot of fun. I don't feel like choking on mint right now. I'm going to, but I don't really care that much because I like mint. I like it a lot. Italian, remember? Do the things. That's so minty. Oh, it's delicious. You really get the bourbon. I could have gone a little sweeter. I don't know that I really want to go too much. No, I think that's about where I want to be. Delicious. There we have it. Mint julep, the official drink of the Kentucky Derby, with the official bourbon of a mint julep, but not the official bourbon of a mint julep of the Kentucky Derby. That's over here. You need to be confusing. There are sister companies, though, so it is what it is. This, Old Forester, Woodford, Early Times, they're all kind of in it together. Apparently that's a big deal. This is fantastic. This is so refreshing. The mint just cuts through the bourbon, but the bourbon's there. It's really in there. All right. Well, like I said, it's Saturday. It's Sippin' Saturday. It's Kentucky Derby Day. It's Game 7. Need it for the tum-tum. Sit back, have a mint julep, enjoy the fastest 2 minutes in sports. Cheers. Come on, do the thing.